When I was young, I had the worst anger and attitude of all time. If you're somebody that's dealing with anger or a bad attitude, this is the perfect video for you. Listen to how I overcame it, and I promise you will learn something. My name is Cyrus Harper, and my mission is to embody the emotion of overcoming. I travel the nation giving perspective to deal with suffering. These videos are to help you win that internal battle you've been hiding from the world. Stay tuned. When I was young, I had, the absolute worst attitude in the world. 7, 8, 9 years old, all the way up to I was about 15, 16. And my attitude was so bad that I didn't care about the results of anything that happened behind once my anger happened. I can die, I can kill somebody, I can do all this. And I don't care. I used to have like that raging attitude. How I overcame it, this is key. How I overcame it was I started to understand why I had it. The biggest part of my problem was lack of motherly affection, and I was just taking it out on the world. My mom was on crack cocaine. It's just that simple. And I used to seek that motherly affection. Like, I would go to school and we have Mother's Day and everybody is making cards and all that stuff to their mom, and I gotta make mine out to my aunt, or I gotta make it out to my stepmom or something like that. I used to hate that. Then see people laughing and giggling and all that with their mom and their dad and cheese, and I used to hate it. I remember crying a lot, being a young kid, and they saying, just make sure I'm gonna call your mom. I'm like, I don't even, good luck getting in contact with her. You'll help me out. I remember being crushed by that. And I had the worst attitude behind that. And I had to start digging deep to understand why I had that emotion. Why is it that I feel that way? Why do I want to have her there? Why do I want her so bad that I'm willing to cause harm to myself and other people because I don't know how to manage it? So once I looked deeper, the real problem I had was the absence. The real problem I had was no one to talk to about, the womanly things, the things that I want to go through with a young girl, or why do women do that? Or I want to see her at my basketball games. I want her to be in my life. I just wanted to feel, loved properly by a woman. And not feeling that made me lash out and want to do something to people that had nothing to do with my anger. But I had to look deeper. This is when I started figuring things out. I had to look extremely deep. Then I looked at the behavior patterns of my grandma. And my grandma was not in my mother's life. Not only was she not in my mother's life, she allowed one of her daughters to get raped, and my mother seen that. So she had a disconnection with the man, period. Disconnection with my dad, disconnection with her 7 sons. So at one point I used to blame it on her. But as I got older, I started understanding this is what she learned. This is how she dealt with men, period. It wasn't just a Cyrus thing. It wasn't just you. It was all men. So you almost have a bit of respect for somebody that treat everybody the same, opposed to just doing you wrong. They do everybody wrong. I guess you can kind of, understand. But I had to really look at that, and I'm like, if she knew better, she would have done better. The fact that she did not know, and I'm not giving this as an excuse. I'm not giving this as an excuse. What I'm saying is I understood her thought process, and I got a chance to talk to my mom about it. Then I started finding out that she's like, I'd rather not see you than for you to see me in this state of, being on drugs and all that other type of stuff. Then I started, building that relationship to the best of my ability. Calling, and even if I don't get a call back, I didn't feel any emotion behind it. I'm just going to keep continuing to call, because I had to understand myself deeply, because I don't want to deal with this rage. I don't want to feel like I want to kill somebody. I don't want to feel like I want to die behind an argument over the most simplistic thing. You talk to me the slightest, way, I feel like I'm already contemplating what I'm going to do to you. And that's a horrible, horrible thing to carry with you. That's a lot of energy, a lot of bad energy on your shoulders that you're going to carry throughout the day. And I was carrying it. Slightest thing will make me pop. So looking into yourself on why you have that anger is key. It's not the easiest thing because you may uncover some answers you really don't want to accept. But looking into it will help you understand why you get angry in the first place. You really have to reflect, self-reflect on the last time you was angry and be like, why did I truly get that mad? Why? Was it truly worth it? Majority of the time it wasn't. But self-reflect on that and be like, if it wasn't worth it, but now here comes the tougher part. Try to remain conscious before you get that mad again. That's tough. The only way you can perfect this by constantly practicing your consciousness when somebody is provoking a problem or something is going to drive your anger. You can put a protocol in place. All right, if somebody starts making me mad, I'm about to walk away. Somebody gonna start making me mad, I'm gonna do this, do that. You have to put your own protocol in place until you understand what is making you angry. I mean, to a point that you really that mad, if you get as mad as I was getting. Some of you probably get madder than I was. But if you get as mad as I was getting, you have to put a protocol in place because it's not a healthy way to deal with life. Feeling like you want to do something to somebody ain't a healthy way. Although they may have provoked it, how we react is the things that we can control. So you have to get in control of yourself because that's the only thing you can control. But you have to look deeper into why you have an anger issue in the first place. For me, it was not seeing my mom. And I was truly hurt. But I had to overcome it. I had to understand why she wasn't seeing me. I had to understand what was going on in her life. And I know, as I said, this is a difficult thing because you're like, why would I look into somebody that don't care about me, blah, blah, blah. But really what you're doing is understanding yourself because you can't allow these people to keep affecting your life for the rest of your life. How they choose to live is how they choose to live. You'll be better than what they are. You try your best to improve on the things in your life to make you better, with or without them. If somebody want to build that relationship, you may choose to build it, but you can set the parameters. So that's what I'm saying. Understand how to control your anger by looking into who you are as a person and what causes it. And as I said, the journey is not an easy one, but I know you can do it. I look forward to the comments on what is the things that provoke you. What are some of the things that you have a hard time overcoming? Please leave a comment on that. I want to learn from you guys and help me overcome more things in my life. But share this if you feel like somebody can relate to it. And please like when you get the chance. I know you got the chance right now. Just go ahead and click like. And I look forward to doing more videos like this, opening up and being completely brutally honest with you guys to help you get through situations that I know other people don't want to talk about.